Good morning, my loves. Happy Sunday. It is a glorious Sunday morning here at the lake. High today is 112. I know, a little warm for a lot of folks. You get used to it after a few years. So, interesting topic today. You ready? I did a post yesterday about relationships and making sure your relationships are really relationships, not something that you've built up in your mind to think it's a relationship, something that you've kind of manufactured, created because you're lonely, desperate. It's what you want more than anything. Be careful who and what you hitch your star to, and never, ever put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. The only one that can make you happy is you. So let's talk about it a little bit. I have a really good friend, and several months ago, they got involved with somebody online. Everybody that follows me knows I am adamantly opposed to this. But people are going to do what they're going to do, and I have been there for my friend, always will be. But they were convinced this was the real deal. Not so much. They had their heart broken. They found out, as most people do, everything that this person was telling them was what this person thought they wanted to hear. They were being used and abused. This person eventually hit them up for money. They said no. Person got nasty with them. If you really loved me, you would send me money. That's a scam right there. There's been so many red flags that were intentionally ignored because this person was lonely. They would tell them everything they wanted to hear, and you knew the other shoe was going to drop, but she just couldn't see it. I told her, no, 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 you're wrong. You don't understand. You don't know him like I do. Oh, honey, please, everybody else can see this. She was being played. Absolutely. And the person told her that they don't really need her. They had 20 more people in line. Yeah. Make sure your relationships are true relationships. That I am so opposed to online dating and all of that. But if you are dating someone, chatting with someone, involved with someone and it's online, make sure you know who you're talking to. Are you just being sold a line of goods? Are you being sold a persona? Have you FaceTimed them? Have you done a background check? Absolutely. Have you done a background check? And I don't mean Googling their name. I mean, have you hired someone to do a background check on this person? If it's an online relationship and you're trying to get closer, emotionally invested, please do not get financially invested. If you do, do a background check. If you go into business with somebody that you met online, I told someone this the other day, do a background check through the police department, explain, find a private investigator, do a background check, know who you're dealing with. If you have children, do a background check. Please, I just want everybody to be safe because so often people will tell you whatever they think you want to hear to get what they want. If you apply for a job, okay, we're going to go about it this way. There's a job that you are interested in and you apply for a job, you're going to go to that interview and you're going to try and sell yourself to get the job, right? Same thing with online dating. Well, with dating in general. The first few dates, you're selling yourself to show this person, this is who I am and this is why you want to be around me. Why not just be you, your authentic self, and see if it works instead of trying to sell yourself? You shouldn't have to sell yourself. Just be you. That should do it. People either want to be around me or they don't, and I'm okay with it either way. They love me, they hate me, I'm good with that because this is me. I can be very polished, very professional. I can put on a suit, go to work, or, this is me today, jeans and a t-shirt, hanging out with a cat. I'm good either way, but I am transparent. This is just me. People like it or they don't. That's their choice. I don't try and sell myself to anybody for any reason. And when people approach me trying to sell themselves to me, yeah, no. So often it's so obvious. No. I get DMs, I would say, average day, 5 to 10 DMs, someone approaching me, wanting to chat. Now, sometimes the chat is a professional issue. They're wanting a little guidance, they're wanting, resources or something like that. I'm happy to help. But if it's personal, seriously, because I know they're going to tell me everything they think I want to hear. Absolutely. They're selling me a bill of goods, and I'm not going to buy it. Just be smart. Please be safe. Please. If you're in a relationship, whether it's an online relationship or an actual in-person relationship, make sure it's a two-way street. Make sure you're not overly invested, that you see it as a relationship, they see it as a hookup. You see it as a relationship, they see it as a convenience. Be honest with yourself. And that can be really painful. It can, that you have given your heart and your soul to somebody and they're not going to give you the time of day. That you find out they're actually involved with other people, that they're actually married, that they said that they were separated, divorced, or whatever, and they're not. Know what you're getting involved with, honey. Please, please know what you're doing. You are worthy of love and respect and kindness and dignity from yourself and from others. But you have to be open and honest with yourself. You have to pay attention to the red flags. Don't ignore them. Don't wait for bells to go off and whistles and neon lights. A red flag is a red flag, and it's red for a reason. If you call, they answer and they hang up. If you call and somebody else answers and hangs up, what's going on? If you can only call between certain hours, if they can only talk to you certain days of the week or certain times of the day, ask yourself why. What's going on? If they're living with their sister, living with their cousin, if there's all kinds of situations that always come up, you have plans, they always cancel. Think about it. Just please be honest. I don't want to see you taken advantage of. I don't want to see you used and abused. I don't want to see you treated like a convenience. Treated like, I don't have anything else to do. I'll call so-and-so. Oh, well, I can hook up with them. You're worth more than that. You are so worth more than that. Also, do not use sex to manipulate people. That is my opinion, and I'm very old school about stuff, but for me, that is very trashy, to use sex to manipulate somebody. To use sex, money, gifts to manipulate people? No. Guilt? Mm-mm. I am not about games, ever. Be open, be honest, be truthful in your relationships. If you give honesty, you're going to get honesty back, hopefully. And if they're not willing to be honest with you, cut them loose. You don't need that. You don't want negative people in your life. You don't need that. You deserve love and somebody that's going to appreciate you for you. I just wish I could drive this point home. Teach it to your kids, male and female, please, because they're going to live what they learn. Kids live what they grow up with. So you have a child that's raised in a home where, with mom or dad, whatever, and there's multiple partners in and out of the house on a regular basis, they're going to grow up thinking this is the norm, that it's okay to have multiple partners because mom and dad did it. They get out in the world and they find out other people don't want to tolerate that. Why is that? Maybe that's not the norm. Your kids are watching you. They're learning from you. What are you teaching them and showing them? Are you showing them that you deserve dignity and respect and kindness? That they deserve dignity, respect, and kindness by whomever you're involved with? I was a single mom, and if someone disrespected if I was dating somebody and they eventually met my son and they disrespected him at all, they're done. They're out the door. they disrespected my pets, they're done. They're out the door. If they disrespect me, done, out the door. To this day, if I date somebody and they are disrespectful one time, you lie to me, you cheat, you're deceptive, you're manipulative, you're playing games, you're trying to use and abuse and manipulate and con and out the door, see you, bye, you're gone. That's it. No second chances. That's it. Very cut, very dried, very over. No do-overs. I may be single the rest of my life and I don't care, because I would rather be like this and know where I stand and feel good about myself than be in a relationship that's toxic and unhealthy and miserable. So, just a little word of wisdom out there. Check your relationships. I talked to a friend of mine the other day, and they have been with somebody they knew since high school. It's a long time. They've been together over 50 years. That's pretty awesome. I think that's wonderful. Very loving, committed relationship. They adore each other. I love that. My parents were married 51 years when my mom died. Love that. I would love to have something like that. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I am not going to go chasing it. I don't believe in that. If you're communicating with somebody, they stop communicating with you, let it go. Let it go. Don't chase. Nope. If they want to talk to you, they know where to find you. And if they disappear, they ghost you for a week, 2 weeks. I mean, if they're in the hospital, God bless them, find out what's going on. If they were in an accident, somebody died. But if they were just ghosting you, they found something better, you don't need that crap in your life. No, go away. No. People aren't going to treat me like that. I'm not going to treat anybody like that. Know your worth. Know your worth. Stand tall and proud in your truth and your authenticity and what you're showing and teaching your kids. Because you're worthy, and honey, so are they. Just please pay attention.